Hello everyone, I'm Brendan Murray Davis, and today I'm bringing you today's special guest, retired Sergeant Pat Bush. How are you doing today, Pat?
I'm doing well, Brian.
Well, first of all, thank you for your service.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Now to kick things off, why don't you tell us about how your military career started?
Started with a letter that was given to me by my local draft board, which told me I had 30 to 60 days to wrap things up at home and report to Fort Jackson, South Carolina. So I told the draft board, let's do it right now. I'm done. Let's get it over with. I know where I'm going. So I got on a plane about a week later, first flight, and I went down to Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and reported in for duty.
Excellent, excellent. Quite a journey. Now, what was your MOS, or military occupational specialty?
My military occupational specialty was 11 Bravo 20, which is an infantryman with the cross rifles, basic combat infantryman, which is, like I say, cannon fodder, and they just throw us into battle, and if we make it, we make it. If we don't, they have somebody to take your place.
Now, being there in Vietnam, in this war, I mean, can you take us through that experience at all?
That experience was at times surrealistic, at times it was mentally debilitating, and at times was filled with sorrow. I lost 13 of my platoon over there, and those are the sad times in war, but you have to learn how to compartmentalize that aspect of my tour of duty, which consisted of ambush patrols, sweeps, 30 days out in the bush, and the bush was the jungle. And the jungle ate us alive. And it was basically could have been the worst time and the best time. And you know the old saying, when you get lemons, you make lemonade. And that's what we did over there.
Now, what would you do to make lemonade? What gave you hope through this experience?
Okay, a lot of volleyball, a lot of Budweisers, and a lot of USO shows. I saw Bob Hope in Phuket Air Base, and it was quite a show. And it gave us that little release and relief that we needed. We also had R&Rs, which I took only a 3-day down in Vung Tau, and it was sitting on the beach drinking Budweisers, and that was my relief from the war.
And
then it was back into the war again.
It's always good to have a silver lining.
Oh yeah.
Now, speaking of medals, we've got some medals sitting next to us. Can you take us through what some of these mean?
Sure, no problem. That's my unit, 1st Cavalry Division. I was in the 9th Regiment, 1st Squadron of the 1st Cavalry Division. This is my rank, Sergeant E5. These are achievement medals in small arms. This is the most important, that's a CIB. These are some achievement medals and some service and some campaign medals. And this one is the Distinguished Service Cross for above and beyond the call of duty.
Excellent. I'm sure these medals hold a lot of history.
Yes, they do.
Now, after going through all that experience over at Vietnam, what was it like coming back and readjusting to civilian life?
That was a very difficult time. And I can only put it as my mother put it when she first saw me. She said to me, "You have the body of a young man." I was 21. "But you have the eyes of an old man. You have seen too much for the time you've been on this earth. And I still, to this day, carry those words with me. But it's also difficult to this day in coming back. I'm still coming back because I go to the Allentown VA for psychological treatment for PTSD. And I also have stage 4 lung cancer due to being exposed to Agent Orange. And I had 2016, my left upper lobe of my lung removed, and the cancer came back in 2019, and I'm stage 4 right now.
We're
Lung
so hard to
cancer.
hear. We're so sorry to hear that.
Don't be sorry. I'm good with it, and I will beat it.
That's the type of attitude you need.
Exactly.
We appreciate everything you do for us and everything. We want to thank you again for your service. Thank you for joining us. You've been such an excellent guest.
Thank you
And
very much. I
thank you.
appreciate it.
That'll be all for me. I've been Brendan Murray Davis, and this is, of course, Retired Sergeant Pat Bush. Thank you so much.